Alright, I'm fresh off Ace Comic Con Midwest 2019. You saw the show floor video. That was me and my homie on the show, at the show, on Saturday, busiest day at any convention. So that was the show floor video. Now we get to the goodies that I brought back because go to a convention, definitely doing some shopping. Found tons of deals on comics, and I actually wish I would have did more. I'll talk about that later. But let's jump into my goodies, to my haul here. So we'll start with some toys. I didn't do any major toy shopping, but I did catch some good deals on Pops. So at least, yeah, it was a decent deal. So first up, we have superhero. Here's Flash. This is one of the early ones. So number 10, DC Hero Superheroes Flash. I was thinking, I was like, wait, do I even have the Flash? I think I would have, but no, I didn't. So the dealer that I got this from was looking through, and he had this one pop, which is this next one, but they were $11 or 2 for $20. So I was looking at just this one, but then I saw the Flash, and I was thinking, you know what? I do like the Flash, so why not? But I wouldn't have did that if he didn't have this one. So here it is, Colossus. Yes, Piotr. Got him. Now there was a couple vendors had the Chrome version, but they were charging like 30-35 bucks. I'm not paying that for a pop. So I just had to pass. But when I saw this one, I was like, oh, that works. You had a decent price. So yeah. And then on the back though are some other ones that I need. Cyclops and Storm are have been two of my most wanted ones. And they've just been hard to come by. So there we go, Magneto. I did get Magneto Wolverine. But I need Cyclops and Storm. I do. So, but yeah, happy to have classes join my Pop X-Men family. Always looking to have a good X-Men roster in any of my toy collection. Marvel Legends, Toy Biz, the old Toy Biz, like 90s X-Men figures, Pop, Hero Clicks, Mini Mates. Let's see, Marvel Universe, like the 3 3/4 inch ones. Those ones, got a bunch of X-Men. Actually, got a ton of that line, actually. But anyway, move on. This next one, I was looking at this one. I actually kind of forgot about this line. I didn't even know, or this sub-series, subset, whatever. But I didn't even know who was all involved in it, who was all a part of it. So when I saw this one, I was thinking, yes, I need this one. I don't remember how much I paid for it. I think it was like $10. But here it is, celebrating 80 years of wonderful, marvelous Marvel comics. Here is number 504, Iceman, first appearance, X-Men #1, and this is fantastic. I love the look on there. Just throw that in there, just so you can look at that. I hope there's no glare. But check it out because he just looks cool. And then the art on that as well. Oh, that's a good shot. Check that out. That looks fantastic. It is translucent, got some kind of frost on top, and then on different parts of the bodies, got his eye slide. This is fantastic. Matter of fact, we're gonna look at this right now. I didn't even open this yet, so this is my first time. I have some other ones I haven't opened yet, but I want to see this one in person. Yeah. I wonder if you. No, it doesn't. I guess it kind of is on its own stand. So, yeah. Look at this. The bobblehead action. Oh, look at me. Bobsicle. Look at that. Oh, that looks so cool. Iceman, welcome to the family. I'll set you there. Put you back in your box, which I do keep. Open the rest of it. Like I said, I have a bunch of other pops that I haven't picked up recently that I have not opened up yet. So now we get to the comics because, as I said, there were plenty of comic vendors there and tons of deals. $1 books, $2 books. This one vendor had a bunch of modern books. Actually, there were two vendors connected to each other. They had a bunch of modern books for $2, which I bought a bunch of. Well, quite a bit. I won't say a bunch, but I bought a little stack of modern books for $2 a pop. But then one of them there were $2 or 6 for 10. So I ended up buying. How many did I buy from that guy? I bought 12. But he had a bunch of Batman books, and I was been picking up. I have some random issues of Batman, and they're all just kind of scattered all over, from 50 through 80, because 81 is out. Maybe 81 might be out this week, but Actually, no, probably not. I don't know when. But anyways, a bunch of Batman books in that range. And I was thinking I should just bought a bunch of them because they were $2 pop. Could have cleaned up there, and I didn't. And I don't know why. I was just hesitant. I was like, I don't know how much I want to buy right now. But I should just did it. It was dumb. But then I'm thinking I should just message him, and see if I can still get that deal and just pay some shipping and have you ship it and see what happens. So I don't know. I'm gonna still do that and just go for broke. Why not? See what happens. They probably got some more Batman books. I mean, they had a ton of Batman books, so they're trying to sell them for $2 at a con. I mean, it's probably just a bunch of extra stuff. So just get rid of them. So maybe we'll see. Anyways, let's jump into what I got here. I actually had to look through this again because I just got stuff all over the place. So let's go with, this is a series that I have been, I don't know, haphazardly collecting, I guess you could say. Because I originally had no interest in, well, I don't say no interest, but I just wasn't going to collect it. But I picked up a few issues over the years that were connected to other things. And then I found myself, I do like the roster, and I don't even know who all worked on this creator-wise, but I've been picking up more and more issues, and then I realized there's only, I think it went 86 issues. So I've been picking up more and more, and eventually I'll probably just have them all. So I don't know, we'll see. So first up, here is West Coast Avengers, number 18. Check it out. Trapped in the Old West, it's a showdown up against the wildest outlaws of the 1870s. Oh my. So we'll see what the hell's going on there. And here is 19, which is this downtime. So they're spiraling down. So these are all dollar books. Green stickers. Dollars. And here it is. I picked up quite a bit of Cap too. So I had a couple issues of West Coast Avengers, but I did some decent damage for Captain America, my Captain America run. Here is number 397. As if Cap doesn't have his hand swell already, Scourge lurks. So there's that. Check it out. Cap. And back to West Coast Avengers. Add 2 more to the roster. Dr. Pym and Moon Knight. Here is 21. And I have to double check to see where I am with my West Coast Avengers run. As I said, that is one of 4 series that I found myself collecting more and more in the last year or so. So I'm actually gonna do a separate video on that because I want to talk about that. So I won't go too far into that. Here is Cap 24, Sneak Attack by the Sidewinder. 424. More and more Cap. Like Captain America stuff, once you get into the 400s, you get into Cap Wolf, and then eventually that goofy armor he wore for some reason. I don't remember why. I think that was a reason, but it just looked stupid. So yeah. And then I was thinking, like, do I want to get into that stuff? But I keep finding them for $1, so why not? Here is 420, Battling the Blazing Skull. I just see that costume and I see Skullmania from Street Fighter, so that's all. Yep, that's a aside there. Then 410, Diamonds Are for Vengeance. I'm guessing that's Diamondback, and then Crossbones there. Check that out. There's some nice bags and boards too. And here is 427. Who's that cat? Wait, no, it's not Captain Britain, but Quicksilver. What is going on here? Oh my gosh. There seems to be a lot going on in this issue, so yeah. There's some damage to Cap, and then the appearance featuring Namor the Submariner. Here is Cap 423. Captain America, and then head to the Savage Land Showdown. Captain America 416, and this looks all types of awful. I don't know. There's no good can come from this. This cover does not sell the Savage Land well at all. So who knows? And some more Jungle Mayhem. Here is Cap 415. And here is 417. I never seen that Falcon's costume like that face, that mask. so different. So that's 417. Look at that, 418. Yeah, what is this? Will Cap be able to save D-Man's life? To have or to have not? D-Man. And then introducing one of the biggest nut jobs Cap has ever faced. Is anyone ready for Blistic? And that costume, what is that? Here's Captain America 422. Cup. And then keep Marvel, we jump over to some Amazing Spider-Man action and get into the higher issues of his original run when it was like the late 400s, and then when it did relaunch, so they had both numbering systems, which is pretty tracked depending on where you are because certain sites will list them differently. I think mycomicshop.com will have them separate series, so 98 or 1998, and then it'll just restart over or that relaunch. But then I think Comic Collector, what is this? What the hell is the app I use? I don't know. Comic Geeks Live or something like that. Whatever it is, they kind of list them differently, so I don't know. It's hard to like bouncing back between two series to keep track. So here is Amazing Spider-Man 58/499. So there's that. Happy Birthday, Part 2 of 3. Straczynski, Romita Jr., Hannah. Who did the cover though? But I didn't recognize this one. Here is 53/494. A JR cover there. Romita Jr. I did meet him. I think I did meet him years ago. I feel like I did. Here is Amazing Spider-Man 417. Traveler and Scryer. Everything you know is wrong. I don't know what's going on, but here it is. Amazing Spider-Man. And then working on this short Uncanny X-Men run that I think went 19 issues, 18 or 19 issues, I believe. But by Cullen Bunn, and they had a few other artists throughout this short series. But here is number 12. Magneto. Suited up. Suited, got a helmet, drinking, enjoying himself. And here is the annual, number 1. The Sabretooth over someone's grave. You know what's going on there. And then jump back to Cap. This is 445. I think I'm actually replacing a newsstand of this one that I picked up not too long ago for $1. I haven't showed that one off yet though. I'm fairly certain that's the issue. And here is 385. It had to happen. Cap wages war with the Watchdogs. These guys look like something that came out of G.I. Joe and Cobra in the 90s as well. Captain America. And then got a couple annuals here. Here is annual number 11. Citizen Kang, part 1. And the next one is cool because the cover artist here is Captain America annual number 10, featuring cover by, annual part 3 was this, the Von Strucker Gambit. Here is cover by Mike Mignola. Look at that. So that's kind of cool to recognize. When you can recognize his covers, I just kind of come across his older work and just kind of know by this shit, like the way he uses shadows and just like how he inks and like his use of black. It's like, oh yeah, that's Mike Mignola. You know, look for the tag, verify, cool. So that's cool. And got Daredevil here. I forgot about this one. The return of DD's deadliest foe, Mr. Hyde. Leave me there. I don't know about that. Daredevil's deadliest foe, Mr. Hyde. I don't know. I think he'd be. Nah, he wouldn't be at the top of the list. I can imagine him making the top of anybody's list for Daredevil's deadliest foe. But here is Daredevil 235. Also, let me know in the comments below who your favorite Daredevil villains are. Even if just your top favorite or just any of the Daredevil's villains that you like, since that kind of spurred that question for me. And here's another annual. We got Spider-Man, or Amazing Spider-Man annual number 24, featuring Ant-Man, the Man of Ants. bad. Big trouble for little Spidey. Oh no, Spidey's been reduced to this. Spidey's Totally Tiny Adventure, Part 1. Then another Spidey annual. Here is Amazing Spider-Man 25, featuring Iron Man and Black Panther. Tony Stark, T'Challa. Black Panther. Yeah. Kingpin, Ultron, and the Ghost. Whoa. Hey, look at that, Eric Larson. But, whoa, Spider-Man, Black Panther, Iron Man, Kingpin, Ultron, and Ghost. The Ghost. And, oh yeah, what was that one? The Vibranium Vendetta. Here is number 27, 64-page annual. Look out, Spidey, Annex just hit town. Look out, Spidey. What the hell is Annex? And what is happening there? Then here is special double-sized issue. Amazing Spider-Man 388. The shiny blue cover. Look at that. Look at that shininess there. All the 90s right there. Life, Death, The Final Chapter, Triumph and Tragedy. Mark Bagley. Look at that. Then keep going with some more Marvel action. Jump to some modern stuff. We have from one of the previous Black Panther runs. Here is number 7. I still got to finish this run here. Got the first 5 issues. So, yeah. And then jump back to another annual. Here is West Coast Avengers, or Avengers West Coast, number 4. Atlantis Attacks. Gather now, ye 7 brides. So this is cool. Like, whoa. Look at that. Got Storm, She-Hulk, Scarlet Witch, Dagger. What did I say? Storm, She-Hulk, Scarlet Witch, Dagger, Invisible Woman, Jean. I have no idea who this lady in blue is. Who the hell is that? I don't know. But, yeah, if you know, let me know. I feel like I can't tell if I have seen her before, or she just has this ridiculous costume. Anyways, let's see. We have, whoa, that looks pretty awful there. Here is Daredevil 378, all-out action issue. Daredevil and Black Widow side by side again, and this cover is not that fantastic. Because just look at the character, especially Black Widow there. It looks awful. What is happening here? Ugh. I believe better in interior, so we'll see. Oh my gosh. And now we have a bunch of more Ronda issues. We are not done yet. And I don't even know if I'm going to shut those off yet. We're going to wait. Let's see. Actually, those are, yeah. Let's see. We got a bunch of new stuff in here. So yeah, we'll just go. So here is Hulk number 9. This is a She-Hulk run. I think this went 11 issues. And I'm still working on tracking all those down. Whoa. And then my main man, Moon Knight. So this is the Lemire run. Lemire? Here is number 3. And these ones, a bunch of these ones were $2. It is number 9. Oh, look at this ad. This Eminem ad, which looks like the New Avengers ad from, or the New Avengers cover from 2005-ish. It was a lightning cover by David Finch. Yeah. And here is Moon Knight number 10. Mooney. That. And here is 14. And a bunch of all the Moon Knights. More Moon Knight is always better. There's always room for Moon Knight. Then here's this next series. Actually, where are? I don't know. They're all kind of scattered in here. Oh wait, there it is. So this next series was the one I was interested in. I was curious. I asked a few people. I think I might have asked on Twitter, and then asked at a couple shops I was at. And I was thinking, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll pick it up just because. But I just hadn't done it yet, and I'm glad because I found them at the show for $2 a pop. So here you are, Jane Foster Valkyrie, number 1. So you got Jane Foster taking on her new role as Valkyrie. So there's number 1. And number 2, which is part of why I wanted to check this out, because Jane Foster's okay. The Valkyries are cool. And then you're pairing them with Bullseye, which is just seems like such an odd pairing. So I was like, you know what? I wonder what they're doing there. So I'm gonna check it out. And then number 3. So that said, all of those were $2 a pop. So perfect, works out for me. And then going back to previous Daredevil run, here is, I'm still working on Soul's run. Here is number 19 and 21. Yeah. And I like this next cover. 23. Just look at that. Look at that. That is cool. And next up, so I talked about these covers as well, and I pre-ordered a bunch of the variants, but I was like, skip the standard covers. But then a few weeks into it, I was thinking, you know what? Maybe I should get the standard covers too, just because they do look. Some of them do look kind of cool as well. Plus, I can use those ones to be my reader copies. So I ended up doing that. Now I do think I have them all. So House of X and Powers of 10. So first up, we was able to snag Powers of, what is this? House. This is House of X, number 1. And so I think this was actually my last purchase of the show. No, it wasn't. Maybe it was. Yeah, it was. As we were walking out, I was still filming, and I was thinking, we passed the booth. I was like, you know what? Let me just go grab that. And it wasn't like an exorbitant price, so I figured, why not? But then this one here is House of X, number 4. Wait, yeah, number 4. I got this one. This one was cover price, I believe. Yeah, it was. So that was cool. I was actually getting ready to order that off mycomicshop.com too. Then I found it there for cover price. Ah, perfect. Delete from cart because it was gonna be an extra couple dollars. So, and then here is the most recent one, Powers of 10, number 6. This one just came out last week. So, yeah, got that. And then, this is another series I was looking forward to trying out, or I was curious about. I don't say looking forward, but I was curious about. This just dropped. This just began last week. Marvel Comics, a villain, popular villain. Here is Dr. Doom, number 1. I think I paid, this one might have been $2 too, because they were at least half off. I don't remember if they like looked that closely to see that it was a $5 book, so I certainly didn't pay any change, so yeah. But anyways, Dr. Doom, Christopher Cantwell, Salvador LaRocca, but I think it's different artists, Guru Effects. So I have to remember, I meant to look at this again, but his previous, the Invincible Iron Man? It was Iron Man series that he drew with Matt Fraction. And like partway through that, I was just kind of done with his art. But it was like, it wasn't like him, it was the coloring. And it just kind of, I just got kind of, oh my gosh, there's like so many other characters in here. Whoa, two characters I did not expect to see in this book. So that's interesting. Okay, but anyways, it was just, I don't know. I was just kind of over it, and it's weird because I like him as an artist, but the coloring, I just wasn't a fan of. And I don't know if it's the same. I have to look at that again, but yeah. So anyways, Dr. Doom, again. So yeah, curious to see what's going on with this book. If you read this, no spoilers, but let me know what you thought of it. As I said, just curious. So, and then jump back in time to, we get some Iron Man. Here is 269. This one I actually saw at another show I was at, where I think the copy of it might not have been as good, or I just stopped and just didn't pick it up. But when I saw it there, I figured, why not? And here is 267. Blast from the past. Oh, look at this. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have mutated again. From the arcade to your home video game system. Home video game console. Pizza Hut, look at that. Ultra Games. Anyway, and then here is 264, part of Armor Wars 2. So I was missing a couple issues from Armor Wars 2. So I think that one and one of these other ones in here. Or maybe I got that somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe that was it. I think that might have been it, actually. And then here is another annual. We got Avengers Annual number 19. The Terminus Factor, plus 4 other thrilling features. Destroy all monsters. Okay, sure. No problem. We can do that. Destroy monster every week. Why not? And then jump back to Uncanny X-Men. Here is number 6. And here is number 11. Uncanny X-Men, Greg Land. And here is number 13. And here is Amazing Spider-Man number 12 from the other run. I'm almost done with this run. So close. I think I'm 4 or 5 issues away, give or take. And the last series of my haul, here is Black Panther number 17. And the variant 4 number 18. Look at it. These were all, some of these were, even though they have stickers for $2, some of them might have been, actually I think those ones were $1. They could have been $1 or $2. I don't know. Whatever. $1 or $2. Anyways, tons of, as I said, just tons of comics I saw, tons of vendors. There was actually, we were walking around, and then at some point realized we were in a whole new section, and we just skipped the whole row. So we were just kind of walking down there. I was like, oh, we didn't even go through here. And of course, there was tons more vendors. So I think I did stop at most of the comic vendors, just kind of get a look. There was tons of stuff. There were from $1 books, $2 books, old issues, modern stuff, CGC books. There's actually a few, there are a couple of vendors that had some slab books. And then, what was it? Of like still modern books, and then like a mix of both. Tons of keys as well. A lot of nice wall book setup. So it was a decent little show. So for comics anyway, and as I said, I did pretty good. Filled some holes in, and there was, I wish I could have did some damage with the Batman stuff, so I still may reach out to them. They were, I think it was Powers Comics, based on, actually, I was just by chance, and I was hoping that I caught some of them, or caught like a little clip of them in my footage, so I could figure out which vendor it was, and I could reach out to them and try to see if I could get some of their books off them at the same price. And I'm pretty sure it was Powers Comics, so I'm gonna reach out to them and see. If not, then oh well, that's that. But yeah, so that's my haul there. Got some new pops, Flash, Colossus, and Iceman 80th anniversary, first appearance. That's cool. And then tons of cool comics, back issues, modern stuff at great prices. So yeah, happy about this. And as I said, it was a pretty cool show. I don't want to talk too much about the show. Just wanted to show off my goodies. And yeah, just say that I will do a separate video just talking about the show as a whole, and have some other thoughts connected to it, as well as this very special moment that I want to share. But I will talk about that in that video. So be on the lookout for that. That'll be coming up soon. And yeah, that's that. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about my haul. Yeah, happy hunting, happy collecting, happy reading. Let me know who's going to any more cons the rest of the year. Probably aren't that many, as 2019 kind of winds down and get into winter. I know there's a couple more around the corner. So yeah, just let me know that. And then yeah, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and peace out.